Andy, a 2-1 win, not the vintage performance, but 3 points on the board.
Yeah, kind of more of a get out of jail free card. I think that's what we'll say it as this weekend. Look, we've put ourselves in a fantastic position. I know every game is not going to be a polished performance, but what I've still got is a group of players that want to really work for each other, do the dirty bits well. If it's not going well, then we get his defensive work right, which we did today. We had to sit in for long spells of the game. I thought Aldershot were excellent, and Alan's done a great job in the little past little bit he's taken over. But you have to give the opposition credit because I thought they caused us no end of problems. And it's easy to say from this side of it when you win, but probably should have had a penalty late on. But we stuck to his tasks and got not deserved, a good 3 points.
In terms of our goals, 2 scrappy goals, and Zane gets the first for the club and the winner. Great for him to start and then get the winner today.
Yeah, Zane's a player of real quality, and I knew that when we brought him in. He had to bide his time. Obviously, Alfie's been out with a little bit of a tight hamstring, but yeah, Zane came in, worked well, did some excellent third man runners into good areas. I'm pleased for him to get a goal. And yeah, like I say, we've got players that are competing. I know everyone doesn't think we've got a squad that's got a lot of depth, but I know it has. I know it's got a lot of depth. I know it's got a lot of ability. So we've all got changes in us. And yeah, when people unfortunately drop out for injuries, we've got replacements that do a good job. Just today, it was all more about being tidy with the ball. We just weren't tidy with it. This passing wasn't clinical. It wasn't done with any sort of tempo. But like I say, I can't complain too much because of the players' attitudes and desires to get 3 points. So I mean, overall pleased, but can get better.
Obviously 2-1 at half time, and I suppose you touched on the penalty shot. There's another one with Rory as well, but what an unbelievable save from Rory towards the end as well.
And I just said to Rory in the dressing room there, look, you've been, if it is it's come to the ball, obviously must have touched it because the referee didn't give it. And what a save. And I know Rory gets a lot of pelters for, I don't know the reason why, but there's a lot of people out there that put their opinions out there in terms of goalkeeping situations. I know I've got an excellent goalkeeper in Rory. I know I've got an excellent goalkeeper in Mason. So if you actually step back and stop taking time out of your day to, I don't know how to put it. Well, let's say keep on going with a certain player individual. It's a waste of your time because you're not going to ever influence my decision. I know what I've got. I know I've got players. I had a good chat with Rory the other day, and I think some of the criticism has been bang out of order, if I'm being honest. And that's only a tiny percentage of it. The rest of it are fantastic. And I've gone back to where we said that we need everyone on the same page. So if you're not on the same page, then again, like I say, I know it sounds daft, but don't come and support it. Again, there's 4,220 people that on today's gate that want Rory to do well. The 2 that don't bother coming. And that's harsh again. And I know that people will say, don't say this, but what are you bringing? What are you individually bringing to support the players? Because the players I've got, I know what I can trust in them. And the staff I've got, I know I can trust. And everyone around, we can trust in people that we've got at the club. And they've all doing a good job. They've only conceded 14 goals this season out of 16 games. So what a performance by all the players and the 2 goalkeepers we've played so far. 3, sorry.
I mean, in terms of that as well, it's almost as good as scoring a goal, isn't it? Because it is a match-winning save today.
Match-winning, yeah, it literally is that. Cleaning some excellent balls as well. I know, again, it's a lot of talk about goalkeeper, but it's a whole team performance as well. The team deserved the victory. Like I said, we've rode us luck. We've had a few off games in terms of draws away from home, but I still think the draw is a good point. And like I say, you actually get performances by hard work, and we worked hard today for that 3 points.
Takes us into second. I know it's only 16 games in, but you must be immensely proud to look at the table and think what we've achieved so far this season.
Immensely proud. Like, if we'd have been 5th bottom, I think everyone would say that would be a good start to the season in terms of getting promoted. And by right, every single team in this division should have been above us. We were promoted through the playoffs, and sometimes it takes little bits of adversity to come through the opposite side. But I know I've got great owners, great staff around me, and players around me and we all want to be successful, and that's what we do at this club.
Finally, I know you touched on Alfie, but what's the issue with JB today?
JB's got a tight calf, just took a whack on it, so I think Alfie will probably both be back for Blackpool. So it gives me some decisions. Tough game against Middlesbrough coming up this week, so make sure we prepare for that one. But yeah, really impressed.